I have some difficulty fathoming why we put up statues to people who committed treason. And I use the word advisedly. I don't throw it around uselessly or wildly. I have the same problem with people who wave the Confederate flag. These were people, including Robert E. Lee, who raised their hand against the nation they had sworn an oath to uphold and defend. I took that oath. My father took that oath. My son took that oath. And this is not helped by the fact that the cause that Lee and the other Confederates fought for was wrapped around, like it or not, a defense of human slavery and human trafficking. Why should the artifacts of that have ever been in any place but a museum? So if someone wanted to propose erecting a statue to Robert E. Lee today, I would probably tell them as politely as I could to get lost. But that's not the whole story. Not the whole story at all. The Lee Monument in Richmond dates from the 1890s. I'm sure it had a message then about white supremacy, but it also had other messages. The South was a region which had lost a crippling civil war. Its impact on the survivors was worse than the Great Depression and lasted, for all practical purposes, until the 1950s. 10% of the military age male population of the Confederacy died in the war. That's literally decimation. In American culture, we worship success. If you're successful, that's supposed to mean you're good. If you lose, it's supposed to mean you're bad. Remember the old dictum attributed to Vince Lombardi, that winning is not only an important thing, it is the only thing. We embrace that in American culture. Robert E. Lee symbolizes something different. He symbolized the possibility of dignity in the face of defeat. He symbolized the possibility that the winners, the Bernie Madoffs, the Michael Milkens, the Ivan Boskis, the Jeffrey Epsteins, the winners are not necessarily the good. And the people who wind up paying for those deeds are not necessarily bad. That message was wrapped up in the Lee statues too.